So I'm gonna become an FPV pilot.
First crash. All right, well, I guess let's hike over there and see if we can find it.
So in my quest to become the best action filmmaker on the internet,
Running gun, keeping it going, there ain't no stopping. Taking off into the stratosphere like a rocket.
not really, maybe, not really. Maybe, why not? In my quest to become a top action filmmaker on the internet, I decided I don't want there to be something that I can't do. I've looked at a ton of these FPV videos and I've always thought they're really amazing. It seems like it'd be really fun to be able to fly an FPV drone. And the other day when I was at NAB, I saw the new GoPro Mission ILS camera that's coming out, and I was super stoked at what they were able to achieve with that little camera. And I saw it on a little drone and I was like, man, maybe I should learn how to fly FPV. So I'm gonna do it. By the time the Mission ILS camera drops in Q3 of this year, I want to be able to fly an FPV drone. And naturally, the way one does when they decide they want to dive headfirst into a completely new skill set, I ask Claude, I say, how much would it be for me to get into FPV with a dope FPV drone, creating ultra cinematic stuff with a Mission ILS camera, Laowa lens, the whole thing that they had set up at the GoPro booth. And Claude says it would be somewhere around $2,000 to $2,500. But, big but here, I think you should jump in the FPV simulator before you go out and buy a couple of grand worth of equipment and crash it into the side of a mountain or a tree or, God forbid, a house. Not that I've ever done that before. So that's what I'm gonna do. I did a little research. I bought a RadioMaster Zorro FPV controller. I'm gonna spend time in the simulator, and I thought it would be cool to see how often that I crash, how difficult this is, and also maybe even like keep a track of how much it would have cost me if I would have just went out and bought drones every time I crash one in the FPV simulator. So that's what we're gonna do in this video.
Hello, Caleb from the future here. I wanted to pop in, and I'm gonna be popping in a few more times during the course of this video, to supply you with a little context. What you were just watching happened about 5 weeks ago, and since then I've bought a drone, flown a drone, and some unfortunate things have happened. Now, the reason why that's important is because this was meant to be several videos, but because of these unfortunate happenings, which I'll explain shortly, it has to be one video. And because I respect your time, I just want to let you know that's what you're in for here. And the reason why I'm going to be popping in between some of these segments is because maybe perhaps there's a lost drone in my future, as well as maybe perhaps there's a drone session where I didn't have an SD card in my goggles. All of these mistakes, which I've learned are mistakes over the last month and a half. So do not fear, I will be with you every step of the way to fill in the blanks for what doesn't make any sense as this video progresses. Also, really quick, for the simulator session, I am monetizing the value of these crash drones in the simulator at $694 because that's what I paid for my Nazgul by iFlight before tax, not including battery. Oh yeah, also, if you don't want to watch the simulator videos, feel free to skip ahead because it gets good. Choose your own adventure, you know, that sort of thing.
Let's go to tutorial mode. Oh my God, oh my God. wait, hold on, stop! Oh my God, stop! Okay, apparently this is the throttle. Okay, so let's go up. Oh my God, this can't be how it is in real life. I always see them flying like this with their little fingers. I thought it looked weird, but now I feel like maybe that is the move. Oh my gosh, my brain is, oh my God. Oh my God, wait. Oh, okay. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. Wait, how did I pass that? What? No. Okay. Whoa. Oh my God, wait, hold on. Let's just see what happens. Oh. Okay, this is hard. This is really hard. I don't want to be in the tutorial anymore. I just want to see if I can fly in real life. Let's see, hold on, let me go out of here. Bro, you know what's, oh my God, okay, so apparently the drones don't hover like the DJI drones, they just go. Oh my gosh, oh my God. Oh, now I'm all janky. Burn into the earth. All right, we crashed, we're good, we're back to normal. Oh my God. Oh, this is so hard. Like I did not think it was gonna be this hard. Are we gonna call this a crash? Yeah, we're gonna call this a crash. Okay. Oh my God, that was, ah! Oh, no. Oh my God. Get in there. No. I think I just have to be confident. Okay, don't take your eyes off the computer screen. Go. No. Dude. Bro. Oh, shit. I'm sweating my ass off right now. Oh my gosh. Oh my God. Okay. Whoa, I didn't even take off yet. I'm gonna beat this thing. Oh my God. I fell off the little podium right away after talking shit. Bro, my investors are not gonna be happy. And by my investors, I mean me. Okay, so apparently FPV is much harder than I thought it was gonna be. This is how much money it would have cost me if I had infinite money and I were to just have bought the drones that I crashed today in this first session that I did. But I'm pretty hooked. This is really fun. I'm super stoked that I paid $150 for a drone controller and $15 for this program and not $2,500 for an FPV drone that I would have gone out and crashed in 30 seconds.
All right, Context Caleb back again. So for this next segment, mistakes were made. I recorded this entire first flight with my FX3, but for some reason, some of those files didn't make it onto my hard drive. I do, however, have footage of that first flight, but the second mistake that was made here is that at this time, I had no idea that you should put an SD card in your goggles in case you don't have an SD card in your drone, or in case you lose your drone, which more on that in a little bit. So rather than bore you with 5 minutes of my first flight where you're just watching me fly with no FPV footage, I figured I would just skip to the highlight. So here you go. So I had to activate GPS mode, which I think was very smart because I can't see anything. Holy crap, I was way farther away than I was supposed to be. That is insane. We crashed. First crash. So the guy that I picked up the goggles from, that was very helpful. I exactly did what he told me to do backwards. He told me to angle the camera down because then you don't have to go as fast to see where you're going. Had the camera angled all the way up so I couldn't really see what was happening. So I ended up like way over there because I had no like frame of reference. My heart is pounding right now. I did the GPS thing, so that was a good thing that I'm glad that I did because I was able to flip that and it just kind of came back to where I was. I'm like so nervous right now. That was crazy. All right, I think I might have broke this. We're gonna try again. God, that was fucking terrifying. That was gnarly. That was gnarly. Hi, it's me again. Remember a minute ago how I said that if you didn't have an SD card in your goggles and you lost your FPV drone, you wouldn't have any footage to come home with? Yeah, we know that now. It also makes it impossible to find your drone if you lose it. We also know that now. Okay, so we're back, baby. Way better location. Obviously, there's a huge open space in Simi Valley. This is going to be the first flight in acro mode. The first flight I went out, I went into angle mode, and honestly, I think it just messed me up. The simulator has been all acro for me. That's basically just full manual control. So unless I'm full of shit, I think it's gonna be easier because that's what I've been used to. So let's see how it goes. I'm gonna make sure that everything's recording this time so we can see it. Yeah, I'm pumped. All right, I finally got this fucker up. I'm gonna take angle off. Okay, this is way better. Yesterday, this was so hard. Yeah, this is outstanding. This is so much better. All right, so I'm flying really well. It's also very clear, which makes this a lot easier. Wow, this is so sick. I'm like fighting the urge right now to fly like really aggressively like I would in the game because I know that I could do it, but I just don't want to wreck this thing and smash it on some rocks. That was weird. The whole bottom of my screen like lit up around it orange, almost like it's a display thing, but it seemed like it was just a flare. That was crazy. Oh, no. God damn it. I just hit my GPS because my goggles lost signal. Fuck, I hope it's flying back over here. I think I just destroyed this fucking thing. Fuck. Really? I'm not even that far away. Bro, are you serious? Alright, well I guess let's hike over there and see if we can find it. Are you kidding me? Bro, I'm gonna be so disappointed. And as if we needed any more annoying things to happen to deviate my plans for this video and this first outing, the one interesting thing that could have been is a journey to try to find this lost drone and documenting that in real time. But I hit slow-mo on this camera, so there's no audio. So enjoy this montage. Remember remember a little bit ago when I would crash my drone and the little thingy would pop up and say negative $694? Yeah, those were virtual dollars. This time it was real dollars. Well, we tried, we really did. I came from all the way up there, which is probably, I don't know, 300 feet down, 200 feet down from the top of this thing. And yeah, it's just bushes and stuff. And I may try at some point to go up to the very top and look down. My drone, my DJI Mavic drone is overheating for some reason. So I get to figure that one out. I guess it's broken. So my plan was foiled. So, you know, can't say I didn't try. I don't know if many people would have gone to this much effort to try to find this. It's kind of sketchy. So I'm gonna head back up and yeah, I guess we'll buy another one. All right, we're back, baby, because mama didn't raise no quitter. Got the new drone. The last one died, as you've seen now. And yeah, $700 down, and but I got a new one. So now I'm at a much better flying place. So now that I have everything dialed, I'm in the giant open field, which is where I should have been when I did not have everything dialed. But you know what? You live and you learn. So super excited. Let's see how this goes. I hope that I leave here today with the drone, but in the case that I do have another catastrophic crash, I at least have SD cards in goggles and drone, because I learned that lesson the hard way. There's an SD card inside my crashed drone somewhere in the wilderness. So let's get it. Here we go. We're armed. We're back, baby. We're back. I got full battery. Let's get it. All right, 17 satellites, that's a good thing. I've also angled the camera upwards a little bit, which means I'll be flying faster natively.
Holy shit, this looks amazing. I'm sorry, this looks really cool. This sunset is amazing. I'll say this again, I am a huge proponent of just doing what you're compelled to do. So for some reason, I decided on a whim that I wanted to get into FPV flying at NAB in Vegas. And I don't know why, but with everything else in my life, I've always come to find out that I look back and I go, oh, that's why I needed to be able to do that, for some shoot or for something I needed to know. And I know this will be no different. So I'm very excited to see where this road leads. I'm excited that I put the time in the simulator to get to this point and didn't just give up. It's very annoying in the beginning. Now we're flying, baby! It's so sick. This is badass. This is crazy. So this was really sick. It's been amazing. I think I might be getting shut down for the rain here, but I'm very stoked. The mission to get good enough to fly a mission by GoPro ILS by the time it comes out, I feel like is on track. I feel like the next time I come out to fly, I'm going to be ready to fly with an action camera on this drone. So we're going to feel how that makes a difference and things like that. Then I'll actually start being able to get some shots that I can use for my portfolio and for videos that I make and things like that, which I'm ultra excited about. I didn't lose this drone today, so we are improving. Let's go. All right, I think that buttons this up. A bunch of videos that were supposed to be individual videos are now one long video. And if you watched this far, well, thanks. I appreciate it. Subscribe and tell your friends.